I'm the best ever. There's no one can stop me. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
Mike Tyson is undoubtedly one of the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time. The baddest man on the planet, dominated the heavyweight division in the 80s and 90s, and became one of the most avoided fighters. At just the age of 20, Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in the history of boxing. His explosive power became a tale of legend, and he was seemingly unstoppable at the time.
When I came to this fight, I was the best fighter in the world, and not a man alive that can beat me.
However, even legends have their setbacks, and Tyson's career wasn't all perfect. As dominant as he was, a few fighters managed to beat him. So in today's video, we will take a closer look at each of Mike Tyson's losses. Mike Tyson made his professional boxing debut in March 1985 at the age of 18. His first fight was against Hector Mercedes, whom he defeated via a first-round TKO. Tyson quickly established himself as a dominant force in the heavyweight division, knocking every opponent out in quick succession. He fought a total of 15 times in his first year as a pro alone, and none of his opponents ever went the distance with him. In just 20 months as a pro, Tyson got his first shot at a world title against WBC heavyweight champion Trevor Berbick. Berbick was no match for Tyson, and he was blown out in just 2 rounds.
Tyson on his way to becoming one of the youngest heavyweight champions of all time. Bangs the body. Wow, that uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with a right left hook, and he goes down. He goes down. He should be able to get up from this. His legs may be shut. They are. As Trevor Berbick falls back in the rope, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. He's got the heart, but his body won't let him do what his mind wants to. And he's counted out. It'll be scored as a knockout. Mills Lane counted him out to 10.
Following the dominant performance against Berbick, Tyson faced WBA champion James "Bone Crusher" Smith in a unification match. Aware of Tyson's power, Smith was very cautious and offered little offense throughout the fight, but managed to last the entire 12 rounds with Tyson by clinching at every chance he could.
Anyway, in fact, I'm sure it isn't. Bone Crusher. Final round then of this heavyweight champ. And this will keep going at the after.
Mike Tyson.
So it's no.
After another successful title defense against Pinklon Thomas,
And now Tyson moves in for the kill. 2 uppercuts and a left hand. Thomas trying to hold on. Serious trouble, and down he goes.
Tyson was taken the distance again by the IBF champion Tony Tucker in a fight that saw Tyson become the undisputed champion.
Well, Tony Tucker talked the talk.
Tyson built such an aura of invincibility around himself that it seemed impossible to defeat him. Michael Spinks was crushed in just 91 seconds. Highly touted British challenger Frank Bruno only lasted for 5 rounds. Carl "The Truth" Williams was also crushed in just 93 seconds. Now, sporting a perfect record of 37-0, Tyson was scheduled to make his next title defense against former IBF title challenger Buster Douglas. This was meant to be a warm-up fight for Tyson, who had his eyes set on a potential showdown with the then undefeated #1 heavyweight contender Evander Holyfield. Tyson paid little attention to his opponent and neglected his training. Meanwhile, despite his reputation inside the ring, Tyson's life outside the ring was falling apart. His marriage to Robin Givens was heading for divorce. He also parted ways with longtime trainer Kevin Rooney, while Don King and Bill Caton fought over his future contract. Similarly, Douglas also had many troubles to deal with outside the ring. His mother died of a stroke a few days before the fight, while the mother of his son had a severe kidney ailment. However, Douglas knew he was a massive underdog, so he prepared extra hard for this fight. On February 11, 1990, the two finally met at the Tokyo Dome in Japan. Although no one gave Douglas a chance against Tyson before the bout, it soon became clear that the challenger was not afraid of Iron Mike.
The stage is set. We're set to go. Bob Sheridan here. You see Mike Tyson in the black.
Douglas gave Tyson a run for his money and prevented the champion from doing any serious damage from the inside. By the 5th round, Tyson's eye began to swell, but his corner had anticipated an easy victory and didn't prepare for this unexpected situation. Tyson's right hand came to the rescue at the end of round 8.
Counts up to 2, and it's up to 7, and 8.
But Douglas got up at the count of 9.
Yes, he does.
Douglas returned the favor in round 10, dropping Tyson for the first time in his career.
Buster fights back strongly. Buster's landing these. Oh, nice uppercut by Buster Douglas. Look at this. He's knocked down for the first time in his career. Mike Tyson hits the canvas. He's in big trouble. He's not gonna make it. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Buster Douglas is the new heavyweight champion of the world.
Douglas became the new world champion and shattered Tyson's aura of invincibility. Tyson was never the same fighter after this. His lifestyle outside the ring caught up with him, and he was incarcerated for 3 years. Following his return from prison, Tyson recaptured the WBC and WBA titles to establish himself back at the top of the heavyweight division. In November 1996, Tyson and Evander Holyfield finally met in a much-anticipated match for the WBA title. Both men were initially scheduled to face off 6 years earlier, but Tyson's loss to Buster Douglas derailed the plan. Holyfield went on to defeat Douglas to become an undisputed heavyweight champion. Tyson came into the bout as the betting favorite against Holyfield, who was considered past his prime. Tyson came out strong and sent Holyfield reeling with his first solid punch. However, Holyfield quickly regrouped and tied Tyson up anytime he got close, revealing his superior strength. Holyfield dominated the fight and prevented Tyson from doing any serious damage. Tyson went down in round 6, but the biggest issue he had to deal with was Holyfield's constant headbutts. After taking too many punishments, the fight was stopped in the 11th round, and Holyfield was declared the winner via TKO.
It's the most unbelievable thing I've ever been privileged to witness.
The Evander Holyfield pulls up, and Mike Tyson on the stool.
An immediate rematch between the two was scheduled 7 months later.
First fight is almost palpable. Here we go, fight 2, round 1.
However, Tyson would once again complain of headbutts from Holyfield.
You see Evander coming in, and the head just winds up slamming into Mike's eye, and...
Okay, it's not. Couple deep breaths. I'm sorry.
In retaliation, Tyson bit off a chunk of Holyfield's ear.
What happened here?
He got bit, I think.
Evander Holyfield, look out, he's pushed right here. Above us, a dirty Mike Tyson.
I can't believe...
Well, first he had a parachute drop on him, now he had a heavyweight...
When did we get that on tape?
Biting Holyfield in the right ear.
Hurts like hell, but he certainly had a big bite. And that's a dangerous bite.
He bit his ear. I can see the bite mark.
He bit his ear, he's out.
Telling Mark
2-point deduction. The fight will go on.
You know, it's funny. Mike was having his best
He bit him
round.
again. He bit him again.
This is the second bite of the round. Right on Evander's ear.
It's like Dracula time. I've never seen anything like that.
Which resulted in a disqualification in the 3rd round.
And he still wants...
Subsequently, Tyson's license was revoked but was later reinstated the following year, allowing him to return to the ring. After years in the making, the Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis matchup took place in June 2002 with Lewis's WBC, IBF, IBO, and the ring heavyweight titles on the line. The buildup was intense, fueled by years of animosity between the two. However, Tyson appeared washed up and far removed from his prime.
Attacking Lewis, and Lewis comes right back.
Lewis broke Tyson down gradually over 7 rounds
Natural instincts, and we see less bobbing and weaving.
before dropping him twice in the 8th round to end their rivalry.
7th round. Lennox Lewis tripling Mike Tyson with a big uppercut, and Eddie Cotton separates the fighter.
He's called it a knockdown,
Thinking that Tyson's knee touched the...
Doing a good job. He's got heart. You can't take that from him.
Big right hand from Lewis, and Tyson goes down for the 3rd time in his career. 6, 8, 9. It's over. Lennox Lewis cements his legacy as one of the best heavyweight champions of this era.
Nobody should be able to, there's no one in the world can take that from Lennox Lewis now.
By now, Tyson was no longer the once feared fighter he used to be. However, instead of retiring and saving whatever reputation was left, financial struggles forced him to lace up the gloves once more. He defeated Clifford Etienne in just 49 seconds in his next fight, but that would ultimately be his last victory as a professional. In July 2004, Tyson faced little-known British boxer Danny Williams. Tyson dominated the fight in the early going.
Danny Williams has still standing. Look at his shot. Another left hook upstairs. A left uppercut staggers Williams.
But began to tire in round 4, allowing Williams to take control of the fight.
Williams knows it, and he throws combinations. He looks he does. Tyson in some difficulty. Here in round 4. Evander Holyfield.
Williams ended the show after connecting with a series of unanswered punches that knocked Tyson down.
Big right hand by Danny. Oh, that one got him. Off the ropes and down to the canvas. It's Mike Tyson. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's over. Danny Williams has upset.
In June 2005, Tyson made another comeback fight against Irish journeyman Kevin McBride. Tyson appeared unmotivated and only took this fight for a payday. Although Tyson did enough in the early rounds to build a lead on the judges' scorecards, he ultimately quit after 6 rounds, giving McBride the TKO victory.
If McBride actually wins this round, it would be a 10-7 round. Not a knockdown. McBride just pushing tight, and he's having difficulty getting up. Come on. He wants Joe Cortez to help him. He can barely make it to his feet at the eventful round, to say the least. First, Mike Tyson for the 7th round. It's all over. Kevin McBride.
Nearly 2 decades after his last fight, Tyson surprised the boxing world by announcing a fight with YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul in November 2024. Many people expected it to be an exhibition bout, but it was sanctioned as a professional event. Tyson believed he had what it took to defeat the youngster. But at 58, Tyson was clearly not the fighter he once was. The YouTuber won the match via unanimous decision, handing Iron Mike yet another loss. Despite his losses, Mike Tyson's impact on the sport of boxing will never be forgotten. His journey shows the fragility of greatness and how even the toughest champions can falter. What do you think of Tyson's losses? Did any of the losses shock you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.